Path of Night is an actual play Vampire the Masquerade podcast set in the world of darkness. We're all friends, we're here to have fun, but our story can include graphic violence, drug use, sexual content, and other mature themes. Content warnings can be found in the show notes. We've talked at our table about safety, comfort, and consent, both as players and storytellers. We know what to expect. We're all excited to be here, and we want you to feel the same. So listener discretion is advised. Now, let's walk the path of night.
Last time on Path of Night. Wynn and Britta hoped to find fetters to try and protect Joey and Romeo. Wynn reached out to Ramirez and recovered the whistle. Britta attempted an apology to Pendragon and said more than she meant to reveal. Britta and Wynn ended up having the talk. Meanwhile, Miles and Johnny worked to contain the situation in court. Rumors had begun spreading about the new prince. The group received a directive to go pick up allies at the airport. Wynn and Britta. Arrangements have been made. The piano is being moved to the haven that you all now share. The ghoul movers are very good at what they do, and because of the strength that they are imbued with, thanks to Miles's blood, they actually get it in nice and easy.
Would you mind, I think there's actually space in my room.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
They kind of hustle, and there's a little bit of arguing back and forth between them as far as Tetrising through the doorway, but they make it.
Britta's kind of anxiously hovering. I mean, she's not getting in the way, but...
Aren't stairs a factor?
Yeah. And this extremely heavy object is delicately set down in your room.
Thank you, guys.
Of course, no problem. They head downstairs, they actually go ahead and get the bench for you. Mm-hmm. And they set it up so that the piano is ready to go.
Wynn, what if it's not right? Do you think we should get the record player too, or...?
Honestly, it may not be right, but it may also be worth asking him what would be right.
Heighten my senses, and I look around.
Wynn just kind of looks around. What's the weather in the Shadowlands like right now?
There is a storm that grows and grows. Days ago, it was like a hurricane. Now there really isn't anything you've ever seen or heard of that can be compared to it.
She has been holding the nicely wrapped Tupperware that contains Joey's whistle. But as the piano gets placed, she begins unwrapping it. Does she see anyone in the Shadowlands?
As the two of you nervously fiddle with these objects of power, there are two figures that join you on the bench, sitting side by side. One of them is this irate little boy who broods with this hurt, angry expression, parts of his flesh flayed away and eyes that glimmer a deep, kind of mustardy yellow. And with an arm wrapped around him, offering what quiet comfort he can, is a young, handsome black man you recognize to be Romeo.
Am I able to spot them with my auspex?
With aura perception, you can see the shine of their auras. It's as though, rather than having an aura around them that is these colors, the color makes up their shape. It's like a rainbow silhouette. But for the boy, it's deep, black, and twisted and angry. For the young man, there's much more hope, sorrow, deeper, more complex emotions than the rage that the little boy is feeling.
Britta sort of cheats and follows Wynn's eyeline over to where she needs to be looking, and along with heightening her senses, she uses her aura perception and, upon the confirmation of the presence, looks unsure, more nervous, a little uncomfortable, but then even a bit more confused. She looks back to Wynn and back to the smaller shape.
Wynn kind of looks to Romeo when she sees Joey's state.
You definitely get the impression that his shadow is in control.
His shadow is in control, okay. So when she sees that Joey's shadow has taken hold of him, maybe for the first time, maybe not, she kind of looks to Romeo with an expression on her face begging for context, if he knows what has caused this.
Romeo speaks up. Aye, kid, you can tell him. Speak.
Joey, what's the matter?
The boy mutters. My mom is fucking stupid. She died a stupid fucking death, and she's not here. She didn't come and join me on the other side. She left me. She left me to die again and again and again.
Wynn kind of...
I fucking hate her.
I'm not able to hear them. I just see the emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Britta sees the roiling and is unsure what to say, looking to Wynn as the leader of the situation.
Wynn kind of... She crouches on instinct to be eye level with Joey, but she does take a minute, her head lowered a little to try and figure out what to say, because it's not fair. There's nothing she's going to be able to say that makes this fair or okay, especially to a little boy who's already lost so much.
My mom went to heaven, and she left me to rot in hell.
Wynn kind of holds out her hands, not insisting he take them, but as an offer should he want them.
He lashes out to scratch at you.
She leaves her hands there.
It doesn't do anything.
Yeah. She lets him get the anger out. Joey, that fucking sucks. There's nothing good about that. I'm so sorry. But I don't think all of you hates her. I think...
All of me hates her.
I know all of you hates her right now.
Always. I'm never going to forgive her.
No, I think you're going to forgive her, honey. Because it hurts to be mad like this.
No, it doesn't.
And it wasn't Mom's choice.
I hate her. And I don't want her. She can have heaven. I have the storm.
She's not in heaven,
Romeo
honey.
Looks fucking alarmed at that.
Wynn sticks by her guns. Mom's not in heaven, honey. She's in a paradisical afterlife, but heaven for her was being with you. Mom has been in hell ever since you were taken. And I know what Mom was feeling.
God took her away. He saved her, and he took her to heaven. And he didn't save me, so what should I think of that?
You should be mad. You should have questions.
I should be mad.
But you shouldn't be mad forever.
I should be so mad I can be more mad.
No, we're not going to get more mad.
I can feel it. I've barely dug down the well.
Joey.
No.
Look at me.
No. He shoves Romeo and puts his hands up. Clearly looks like he wants to slap the shit out of the kid, but
Wynn kind of gives up.
And controls himself for the moment.
Wynn kind of gives a look of gratitude to Romeo.
Wynn, he's really, really hurting.
I know. This happens to wraiths sometimes. They have a form of beast, too. And it takes over, and it makes the bad feelings feel good, and like there's nothing else. And it's satisfying to feel the hurt, and be mad about the hurt, rather than work through it. Because it's easy.
I'm already dead. There's no brighter thing to go to. He tries to, get philosophical, but is too frustrated and young.
And 8. Joey, you didn't live a long enough life on this side to have the answers or the presence to know how to answer these questions for yourself, and I'm sorry for that.
I'm not a baby.
No, babies don't become wraiths, honey.
And if they did, I'd put them out of their misery. Just like I wish someone would do for me.
And then who inherits that misery, Joey?
I don't care.
You don't care right now?
No, I don't care ever.
Joey?
What?
You asked me once what would happen if you were bad. You've asked me that a couple times now.
So what happens?
I'll tell you what won't happen. You're not going to make me stop loving you, or caring for you, or trying to find a better end for you.
You're a monster, too. I know you kill people and have fun. What if I won't have fun?
Do you want to be like Mr. Perfect?
I'm already like him.
No, you're not.
He disappears.
Wynn will call him back.
Go ahead, roll it.
So she is holding 2 of his fetters, basically, knowing his birthday and having his whistle.
Yep.
So what does that do for the difficulty?
-2.
All right, I'm going to spend an auto or a willpower for a grade of success.
Spending it already. That's what I like to see.
Mm-hmm. So the difficulty was 8 or 6?
You're at diff 4.
Okay, even better. 6 successes.
He reappears, arms crossed. I'm not talking to you.
I'll wait.
Fine.
What have we got?
He, stops himself.
What have we got other than time, buddy?
I don't know.
Well, we have each other, for one thing. Joey, I want you to go with your mom. And I am trying to find a way. And there might be a way. So I need you to hold on to the hope that this isn't over.
Romeo said he's going to mash me into a coin.
Who is? Romeo?
Romeo. I was like, no, I didn't. And he's like, yes, you did. And Romeo's like, no, I didn't. And he's like, yes, you did.
When are they fighting,
like,
or?
No, I didn't.
Apparently, Romeo said he was going to mash Joey into a coin, and there's some dispute on that matter.
I didn't say that. Yes, you did.
Empathy. Who's...
I mean, I'm looking at their feelings. Is there any feeling of guilt?
On Romeo's side, no.
I mean, I don't think he did. Or he doesn't feel bad about it, or...
This is such a little kid thing. He said he was going to mash me into a coin. First off, what? What does that even mean? He said he was going to do it.
Is there a way I can try and get him out of his shadow?
There is a ritual called Call Upon the Shadow's Grace.
Okay. Which I don't have. Well, what level is it?
3.
Can I have it?
You can go learn it, yeah.
Okay. But not right now.
Right.
Okay. Joey, if Romeo tries to smash you into a coin, I'm going to smash him.
What the fuck? Romeo speaks up.
She just kind of gives him a look like, can you be chill for 1 minute here?
I think I've been pretty fucking chill. He looks down. He stands up.
She kind of motions Romeo to come over here. I'm obviously not going to smash you, dude. But this kid is scared and he needs to believe that someone is going to protect him.
Don't negotiate with terrorists.
All children are terrorists.
He just disappears into the piano. It's like, I'm out.
When does that mean that that's gonna work, or?
Does he seem to be nestled in it?
Who?
Romeo.
Yes, he goes to it as though it is his fetter.
Yeah, he's safe there, Britta.
That's a good sign. That means...
It worked. This is an anchor for him.
Britta heaves a big sigh, eyes going wide, and she sits down on the bed looking both scared, confused, but mostly relieved. Her eyes kind of flicking to the piano and back to the situation at hand.
All right, she kind of holds out the whistle. Joey, I don't make promises I can't keep, but I promise you I'm going to find a way. I'm going to try and find a way to get you to Mom. And in the meantime, I'm going to try and keep you safe, just like I have been.
Fine.
When does this go away, like a frenzy?
Yeah.
Does it take time, or?
Yes. If you're looking at auras, there might be a little-ish lie. Joey, remember when you got to say bye to Mom?
No.
Remember when you got to say bye to Mom, and I make him remember?
Wynn holding out the whistle like, go to your room.
5 successes.
He hisses like a cat. What about it? I don't care. It doesn't matter. It was all bullshit.
Is that making him feel anything apart from the black rage? Is that giving her any traction that I can see?
It's actually like hard to tell because there is so much of this angst that is permeating his form that you can't readily see what other emotions might be down there. It's like someone took like a Sharpie and scribbled over a colorful picture, so you can't really like make out the colors that are underneath. You know they're there, but it's hard to make out.
Do you remember what Mom told you? With tears in her eyes because she was so glad to be able to see you?
She was just crying.
No, she wasn't. She got a chance to say goodbye to her little boy. Because you were brave enough to go back. Can I roll empathy to try it?
Yeah.
Okay. Which attribute?
Manipulation.
Oh, yeah. Sweet. What's the difficulty for this?
6.
Okay. 3 successes.
I'll think about it.
What's his aura doing?
So it looks like basically right now his shadow is riding through, but it burns out and tires out eventually. So at this point he just needs to let it coast. But basically the loss of his mom, especially if she was a fetter, is very, very bad for him.
When can we make them safe when he's like this?
He has to want to. And I think some part of him might. But I'm not going to speak for him. He can make his own choices. And if he's choosing to think about it, then I'm happy about it. She holds out the whistle to Joey. You can go in here and be safe from the storm. I told you I could find a way to keep you safe from the storm.
He looks at Britta, and Britta's clothes start to stink like urine. Bad, bad, bad.
Britta has heightened...
And then he hops into the whistle.
Britta heightened her... I don't remember in this system. Does everything heighten at once?
I need a willpower spend, or you will lose yourself for a round retching from the horrible stench coming from you.
I mean, this has never happened. I don't think I know.
Everyone says that, but...
Is this a willpower spend or roll?
Spend.
Okay. I will spend a willpower, but 1 sec. Britta is confused and revolted as the smell hits her, and as she realizes what that smell is, she stands, like, honestly, horrified, feeling pretty violated. She's not been in close contact with that smell that she can remember, and she, embarrassed, runs to the bathroom to try to get the clothes off.
Wynn kind of holds up the whistle to her eyes. You're going to apologize for that later, and sticks it in her pocket.
Okay.
She kind of like big, long-suffering sigh and face in hands. Just this whole parenting bullshit of the dead children.
Very shortly, you hear the shower running.
And she does not intrude.
Wynn, your phone starts to ring.
Wynn just kind of rolls her eyes, like this better not be sheriff's office bullshit, and just kind of pulls her phone out and sees a smile. It's probably Prince level bullshit. Answers, Wynn here.
Excellent. You're learning.
I'm learning something.
Proper etiquette. Love it.
Yeah, we'll call it that.
Anyways,
what's up?
We are heading to the airport, and while I do not think there will be trouble, there might be, so we're coming by to get you. Where are you?
Back at the Haven, we had to resolve some Shadowlands nonsense, and so Britta's in the shower, but she should be ready by the time you get here. Where are you coming from?
We're coming from the Elysium.
Okay, yeah, she should be done, but I'll let her know that you're coming.
Fantastic.
All right, who's we? Just you and Johnny, or are you bringing other guests?
Just Johnny.
Okay.
We'll be there soon.
All right.
He just hangs up.
And Wynn kind of goes over and knocks on the bathroom door.
Yeah.
Wynn kind of like cracks the door a little bit just so she doesn't have to yell. Okay, first thing, I'm really sorry about that. He is going to apologize. He was having a moment. I'll explain it later. But Miles and Johnny are going to be here in a few minutes to pick us up for a ride to the airport.
Okay, I can get ready fast.
Okay, I figured you probably could. All right, but I am really sorry about that. Take your time if you need to.
Is this all that we need to do to get them safe, to get their feathers?
This is probably the most we can do right now, but they should be safe.
All right. Can you actually get me my robe?
Yeah, do you want me to grab an outfit or something? Oh, can I pick an outfit for you? I never get to do this.
There's like a confused pause and the shower turns off so that she can have the conversation. You feel is the impression?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't... You're really excited about that.
I don't get a lot of opportunities to be traditionally feminine, I guess.
Okay, do you want to pick out an outfit for me and then I'll pick out an outfit for you another time?
Wynn seems to consider this, like she doesn't want to be excited about it, but she's super excited about this. Yeah, let's make that deal.
One thing.
Yeah.
I get to do your makeup.
It's only fair I got to do your hair. All right, and she kind of shuts the door and goes over to Britta's closet.
An extreme range of options gifted by Miles.
She picks out a nice pair of dark jeans, tapered at the bottom, and like a nice slouchy sweater, kind of lightweight because it is springtime. If she has a nice pair of cute boots, she's going to pick those out for her too. And then like a racerback tank top so that the straps kind of stick out the top of the sweater. Then she'll grab socks and underwear and everything like that because she's nothing if not practical and gross. And then she'll kind of slide them in and she'll like open the door a little and set them on the sink. All right, they're there whenever you're ready.
Thank you.
Yep.
As you turn to walk away, you are spooked by the sudden presence of a person right next to you.
Ah!
Oh, hey, sorry. It's Eden.
Oh, hi, honey. You okay?
Yeah, were you talking to ghosts?
Yeah, why?
She looks real spooked suddenly. And she just kind of gives a quiet nod.
No, don't stop there.
And walks away. No,
Nope.
it's okay.
No.
I didn't know.
You didn't know ghosts were a thing?
She nods.
Okay, so quick rundown. Ghosts, spirits, two different things, both real.
She nods a little faster.
If you want help learning about them, that's okay too.
She shakes her head.
All right, how are you
No,
doing?
thank you.
Do you need anything?
I'm okay.
You seem like you're very much not okay.
I'm okay. Her eyes dart towards Britta's room, and then back to you.
What's up?
Nothing?
They're gone-ish now.
Okay. She sighs, a little bit of relief in her tone.
If you ever get a shiver up your back, or the air gets a little cold, one is around. Other than that, they're probably not going to pay a whole lot of mind.
Okay. She starts walking away real quick.
Britta exits, dressed in the clothing that Wynn picked out, looking way more casual. You don't really remember the last time you saw Britta wearing jeans. Mm-hmm. It's not really off Britta's style. Miles has excellent taste, and he would have picked out items that Britta really liked. But it is a combination that you haven't seen her in. And she kind of looks a bit confused as she sees Eden running off and says, "Hey, we're gonna have to run off for a bit. Are you gonna... What do you think? We shouldn't take her with us."
Eden, do you want to come with or stay here?
No, what if there's other kindred there? I don't think she should come, but...
Yeah, but I don't know if the Tremere are going to come looking for Ira. I don't know what kind of Big Brother level body snatcher meat tracking systems they've got. But blood is it's a conduit to people.
And the Tremere are really good at finding things.
Yeah. What if she stayed in the ghoul house?
Cool house.
I guess that makes sense. It's not like they don't already know about her.
Wait, talk about were you making a joke on Pool House with where Ira is, or was that like the ghoul house next door where the ghouls live?
The house where the ghouls live.
Okay, all right. Coming up next on HGTV, Ghoul House.
Ghoul house.
Britta calls out in the direction that Eden's rapidly disappearing and says, Actually, are you willing to stay with the ghouls for a bit? I'm sorry if we just scared you.
She goes, yeah, I like them.
That sounds good.
So they're around during the day.
12 hours a day.
Yeah.
One of the ghouls sees this and they're just like, oh, fuck.
Wynn, takes a joint out of her back pocket and slides it to the guy, not while you're watching her.
We'll see. He takes the joy.
I get it. I do.
And Britta picks up some makeup to continue getting ready off her dresser, and she looks to you.
Is it okay? Is your outfit okay?
Yeah, I really like it, actually. I don't know, I feel like I look like you a little bit.
I have certain tastes. They probably are reflected in my choices for others.
It's nice to match.
Yeah. I should probably get shoes at some point.
As you ponder whether or not you wear shoes, the van pulls up.
An Escalade pulls up.
Oh.
The Escalade.
An Escalade pulls up.
To the untrained eye, it looks black.
What about the trained eye?
It's black.
No, it's Moonrise Onyx.
Deep night onyx.
I like Moonrise Onyx.
Yeah, Moonrise Onyx. I've been thinking about this since he asked what color the car was going to be.
Let's get suited up in case of trouble and get going.
Yep.
Britta, before she leaves her room to head down with Wynn, looks to the piano and says quietly, I hope we can talk later.
Finally, the other voice says.
She can hear that voice. Mm-hmm. Britta gives the piano a little hesitant nod and heads down as she planned to. Britta loads some weapons, some armor into the back and steps around to join the guys in the car.
Yeah, Wynn gets some stuff together. She finds a pair of Birkenstocks or something like that and throws them on.
Hey.
Hello. You guys ready to go?
Who are we getting?
I'm not entirely sure.
Ooh, another mystery trip.
Yeah, my sire sent people. They sounded friendly, but I'm not entirely sure. Sabat's in the city, so we might as well go prepared.
How many people are we picking up?
Unclear.
Well, Eden's gonna stay with the ghouls while we're gone, all right?
Sure. I mean, we've only got space for 3 more in this thing, so hopefully that'll be enough.
Yeah, hopefully.
Otherwise, people gonna be sitting on each other's laps.
I can just sit in the trunk.
Do not sit in the trunk.
It's an Escalade. It's not really a trunk.
Well, it's the trunk space. If we're gonna pick
that's the space right behind the seat.
Okay,
anyways,
I can get in someone's lap if we
Oh my
need,
god,
but...
let's just go.
And then you go.
bickering the whole way.
Once everyone's gathered up, Johnny will put the Escalade in reverse, back out onto the road, and head towards Tweed Airport.
I don't know if it necessarily existed then. I know it's been around and it got rebuilt.
We're going to pretend that it did in the world of darkness.
Yeah,
it existed in the 1999.
Yeah.
You guys get to the airport. It's very small, a little out of the way, not quite obvious to the rest of the city. And there's a private jet waiting, one of the very little ones. The side of it is opened, giving the makeshift stairs that the jet makes, down and ready to go. Beside the stairs, there are 2 men in suits who have on single point slings SMGs, just little MP5s that they're holding on to while they run security. Some recognizable faces get off the jet. The first is Amaya. She's dressed in a leather jacket and jeans. There's a little hoodie underneath. She's very casual compared to how she normally is. Normally, while she still wears urban fashions, it's much brighter colors. She's much more vibrant. But she looks dressed to blend in and go unnoticed. Not her usual. Behind her, and towering over her, is Earl Weathers. And Weathers is dressed how he's always dressed. He's got a nice shirt. He's got a chain that hangs around his neck. He looks like some sort of cross between an action star and a member of one of the early 90s, late 80s boy band groups like Boys to Men, that kind of like style. Baggy pants, nice shoes. He looks good. Behind him is this tired, ratty, but somehow still handsome Kabir, who walks down a little dazed, a little confused, and he, of course, is making his way immediately towards Wynn.
Wynn doesn't pretend she wasn't going to go to him.
And once close enough, with no etiquette or even awareness of an audience, he pounces Wynn and starts to kiss her.
She probably winds up scooping him up.
Wynn picks him up into her arms.
Mm-hmm. And she lets this happen. She just kind of holds on to him. It's gross.
Finally, stepping out of the shadows of the jet, is Neil.
Britta, spotting Neil, starts jogging and then running to go hug him.
Weathers, wait.
Weathers turns back.
Neil is holding an extremely paranoid hand up, and his eyes glance really sort of sporadically nervously between Johnny and Britta specifically. Lex, I have recently been surrounded by people who are not who they seem, coming out of nowhere. Johnny's wearing a sport coat right now.
No, he is not wearing a sport coat.
He's not wearing a sport coat.
No,
He's
no.
not wearing a leather jacket.
He's not wearing a leather jacket. No, the sport coat. He never actually put it on. He just carries it with him.
He's carrying a sport coat. Does not have a leather jacket on, and Britta's wearing a pair of jeans. And Neil, as much as he's like vibrating to go see people, is terrified that this is not really them because he's been away for a while. And so before does anything, tells Weathers to wait, holds a hand up to like keep people away from him, and is just looking paranoid to like he's assuring himself that it's really them.
Britta falters if she spots that expression on his face.
Johnny just comes walking up.
Wait. I need to make sure it's actually you.
Damn it, Neil.
Because
he pats Johnny in the back, kind of embracing his clanmate.
Johnny grabs him by the arm and pulls him in for like a tight hug. How you doing, old man?
I heard you're old now too.
Yeah, it seems like that.
Thanks for picking up the phone, Weathers.
After a second, Neil sighs and sags a little bit, like a hit dog who finally realizes you do actually have a treat.
Johnny, once he lets go of Weathers, will like full on like palm the top of Neil's head, which is funny because I think Neil's a little bit taller than Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but he'll palm the top of his head and kind of like shake his head around and then like pull him close. Be like, where the fuck did you get off to?
Oh, thank God. It really is, you guys. Hi. And like his whole posture changes and becomes way more like relieved immediately. Where's your...
He looks over at...
I don't even know where to start with that.
Yeah, he looks over at Wynn and Kabir, who are still probably making out. He goes, what do you want a kiss to?
Kabir's shoes are off.
That's my man.
Not from you.
Johnny kind of like grabs his face and plants a big kiss right on his cheek. Oh, too bad. It's good to see. It's good to see you, my man.
Hi. How's everybody? Hi. He looks over and then, like, from sort of under Johnny's arm, looks at Britta and you're okay. You made it back. He didn't get you. You're okay.
Johnny pushes you towards Britta so you can actually like say hi.
Everyone's safe. And now instead of like looking around paranoid at everyone, Neil's doing like a wellness check on everybody.
Britta's giggling at Johnny, enforcing affection with the nervous Malkavian, and she slides in to get a hug from Neil. And if he accepts that hug, it's warm, it's tight, and she's clearly relieved and happy to see him.
He does. He wraps his arms back around her,
Is
and that's
it
sort
warm
of like,
or is it cold?
I mean, her hands are freezing.
What's up, vampire?
And yeah, Neil like leans down into the hug. It's like you're safe. You're okay. You made it out. Everything's okay. Everyone's okay now, right? Everybody's okay.
Wynn kind of, once she starts hearing Neil, she will find a natural pausing moment for the makeout session. And she'll just kind of make sure Kabir is steady on his feet before she goes over to Neil and just like kind of grabs his face. Just like, you are such a dipshit, and I missed you so much.
I don't know what I did.
You left again. You're getting a baby, Bjorn, and she pulls him into a hug.
Neil's like shaking like a leaf when all this is happening with everybody, and I guess we got a lot to catch up on. Everybody's okay. Hey, who's Prince right now?
Miles waves.
All eyes turn to Miles.
Holy shit, Kabir says. Johnny, I heard you're seneschal now.
His shoulders sag. And he kind of looks down and pinches the bridge of his nose. Yep.
This can go one of two ways, my friend. This is either a disaster or an opportunity. We will speak when the prince is not looking.
Can it be both?
It can.
It's an opportunity for disaster, everybody.
Nothing further to add, Your Grace.
I should get that shit tattooed on me. Opportunity for disaster.
Should be our coterie name.
Neil's eyes are looking Miles up and down really penetratively. And he just...
Is he trying to fuck him?
Yeah,
Still got it.
I think I am starting to frown at this level of...
Johnny will flick Neil in the side of the temple.
I go into torpor.
He dies.
Oh, guys, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize I had that many points on my sheet.
He looked at me funny. It's fine.
But no, just enough to like break him out of his aura-penetrating stare.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Come on, man. We just got together.
Can I,
Don't make shit weird.
Well, I don't know what the protocol is. Am I allowed back in the city?
So
Do I
far.
have hospitality so far. Good. That's probably a
We'll
good...
call it tolerated.
You know what? I'll take it for now. I guess we have a lot to catch up on.
As seneschal, the prince offers hospitality to y'all.
I thought
when
Kabir
you're
was
in New
making it
Haven.
up.
No, he's seneschal. That's the sheriff. I point at Wynn.
Well,
She
first
gives
things,
a kind of a wave.
Oh my god, what are you, Primogen right now? He looks over at Britta.
Britta just looks overwhelmed in the words that she was about to say. She had
Never mind,
started a
harpy.
sentence.
I don't get to choose Harpy, so...
Well, I don't know what's happening. I didn't know... Okay. Ooh, we
The
have a lot more.
sentence Britta was starting is gone.
Johnny flicks an annoyed look back and forth between Weathers and Amaya. And I'm also Primogen of the Brewhaw clan in New Haven as well. Thanks, Your Grace.
No problem.
Amaya gives you a very formal clap. A little applause. Well done, Brewhaw of the Camarilla. You have climbed the ladder very quickly.
Well, I feel like one of my friends just kind of yanked me by the back of my collar up the ladder rather than any climbing.
He dressed you too?
He looks down at the blazer.
No, it's cute.
I lost my jacket killing a dragon. But we can talk about that later.
That's what I'd say too.
Wait, what happened?
No, we
Neil,
killed a dragon.
You were there. You remember?
Amaya hugs Johnny amidst all of this.
I was where?
Thanks
I was
for
what?
the ribbon, though. He gives her a hug back.
I've been in New York, I think.
Well, I mean, you weren't there for the dragon bit, but you were there for
So I wasn't there for a dragon.
earlier.
Earlier than what?
We'll cover all the weird instances later. This is probably not the time or place for it.
Neil looks around this airport. Yeah, of course. Your Grace?
You can just call me Miles. It's fine.
Oh, I don't know.
Tomorrow
When
night
we're in
problems?
public, you may address me as your Grace, your Lordship.
This is public. We're in a public place.
The more public. This is an airport.
Miles, words have meaning, man.
I will
Do
give
we-
him a list. Don't worry.
Oh, thank God. That, the idea of giving him a list of when he is and is not supposed to call you Your Grace looks like it legitimately makes Neil feel better.
A piece of paper
Do
that
we
he can file.
want to take this maybe somewhere else then? Do you guys need anything coming back in?
I think looking at Weathers and Amaya.
Yeah,
The overall
Neil
group.
also looks over at Weathers.
I don't fucking know. I'm not in charge.
What exactly did, because it was your sire that told us to pick y'all up.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about, I think. About New Haven and...
All right, well, let's go somewhere more private.
Let's go.
I'd offer my haven, but I think there still might be a werewolf lurking around there.
Oh, shit.
Haven't you dealt with that?
Kill the werewolf.
When have I had time to deal with that? Have you have any idea how many fucking tasks you've put on my desk so far?
No.
Don't have a desk. That's your problem.
Anyways, let's go to the Royale.
Wait. Is that public or not public?
It can be both.
Oh, Jesus.
You can just call him, why don't you call him Sir Miles? Happy medium.
When we're in the club, this is
Your
regular.
Miles ship.
This is Miles' business. It's fine.
Miles' business.
I'll call the Royale and have them arrange get a room for us.
Excellent.
Wynn kind of gives Johnny a look like, what the fuck?
Hey, before we get way too into the weeds, I'm so glad to see all of you. Feels like it's been forever, and I'm so glad that you're all okay.
I'm really glad you're finally back.
Right back at you, buddy.
There's a lot to talk. Yeah. He just looks at a loss for words again.
Can you try and not disappear again for a while?
No, I was serious about the baby, Bjorn.
Try my best. But I think that's part of what we need to talk about.
Let's go home, guys.
Well, we're going
I
to
thought
the
we were going to
Royale.
the Royale.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. You know what I meant.
It was...
Home isn't ideal. It's not a location.
Ain't that the truth?
Get in the car.
Okay, Mr. Davenport.
That works.
Escalade can hold like 6 people comfortably. There's like 8 of us.
Kabir, you're sitting on Wynn's lap.
Yep.
I think an Escalade
And
can hold
7.
like 9 people.
I don't know. I don't know cars.
You're tiny. You're fine.
I'm like
2 in the
6'2".
front, 2 in the middle, 3 in the back. 7.
That tiny.
I'll
Weathers
just
unfortunately
fit in
takes up our full
wherever.
seat.
We have 8, so Kabir is sitting on Wynn's lap, and everybody else gets a seat.
Which
Done.
is, I am fine with that. She kind of gives Kabir a blink, like,
Britta, Kabir, Neil, and Britta, you're all in the back. Our 2 guests are going to have their own chairs in the middle there. All settled? Good. Everybody load up.
Yeah, sounds appropriate to me.
They all get in.
Awkward time to ask us. I don't have to hunt a Maya anymore, do I?
seems like you found her, so hunt's over.
Amaya and Weathers' eyes shift towards you.
I'm just looking at Miles.
Neil,
You were such a dipshit.
I'd be interested to see how that plays out.
Me
Well, I
too.
don't wanna die.
Amaya says.
No, I've rescinded your ordeal.
Thank God.
I will give you a new one.
What?
Yes, get in the fucking car already. Let's go.
That one I can do. Miles, Neil just gets into the back of the car.
Path of Night is a Vampire the Masquerade podcast set in the world of darkness. Britta Ashcroft the Toreador was played by Rebecca Steigelfest. Johnny Saxon the Bruja was played by Garrett Gabbey. Miles Davenport the Venture was played by Tim Davis. Neil Foster the Malkavian was played by Rob Muirhead. Wynn Cabot the Gangrel was played by Erika Webb. Your storyteller was Lex Lopez. Recording by Rebecca Steigelfest. This episode edited by Rob Muirhead. The music used in this episode was composed for Path of Night by Brian Matolius. Find him online at brianmatolius.com. Path of Night uses the 20th anniversary edition of Vampire the Masquerade with a few limited house rules. Vampire the Masquerade and the World of Darkness are owned by Paradox Interactive. Make sure to subscribe to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. We can be found on YouTube at youtube.com/@pathofnight. You can help support the show on coffee.com/pathofnight. Find us on twitter.com/pathofnightpod, on facebook.com/pathofnightpodcasts, or email us at pathofnightpodcasts@gmail.com. See you next time, Kindred.
Do the piano keys tinkle a little bit as he speaks?
I don't like the word tinkle in this context. Sorry.
Given what just happened, yeah.
That scene was golden.
Britta,
Just really flowed, you know?
Gives you a warm feeling.
It's already hard enough to edit. Let her do it.
Sorry for your editing.
It's fine.
I'm
We didn't mean to piss you off.
Oh, shit's got pandemonium.
Yes, he does. Chaos.
I kind of love that the child has it.
But
And his big mouth.
He says, you pee yourself.
Yeah, you smell like the pee-pees.
Sitting over here with Carver written notes.
Ghouls are going to have questions when they do the laundry.
Why? It's not going to smell anymore. It only lasts for like a turn.
Yeah.
Pandemonium makes stuff real, though. It's not just illusory.
I thought it was only like a turn.
It fades,
Yeah.
but
while it's there, that
it's
shit's real.
Got it.
Sorry, I'm just pandemoniuming.
All right, looks like
No
we're ready
pee.
to get him.